I am not doing any more for this man. He's ripped me off.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another patrol ride-along video. So if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see more of these when they come out. And do me a favor while you're at it, smash the thumbs up button. I have all of my social media links down below, so make sure you check those out. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And if you guys want to help support the channel, I also have a Venmo link down there. It helps cover the cost of these videos when I have to pay to get them. This first call we're coming to is titled A Civil Matter, as a gentleman trying to get a U-Haul pickup truck he rented back from a employee or partner of his who is holding the keys and refusing to give it back.
Well, we've got this truck rented. I don't have a driver's license.
Okay.
I'm boss of a company, two-person company.
All right.
Got this girl that drives for me. We've been rented the truck for this week. Found out she's been driving around with the truck at night.
Okay.
So kind of got into an argument about it today while working.
All right.
So we haven't been getting along too good the last few weeks. So she's like, all right, I'm quitting.
Okay.
So I'm fine. I'm pretty much about the end of doing this company anyway. So I'm like, fine. It's like, that's it.
Okay.
You know, take me home, get the stuff unloaded. And it's like, no, I'm just going home.
Okay.
And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, I got to take this stuff back to the house. It's like,
right.
Fuck me.
So she just drove back to you, lives here at the motel?
Here. She's like, I'm going to take the U-Haul back in the morning. And you're going to get it yourself. I'm like, I don't have a driver's license. I can't get it myself.
Who's the contract under?
The U-Haul?
Yeah.
She doesn't have any credit. I had to put the credit under me, but
right.
the license is under her.
Well, that's fine, though, but I guess what I'm wondering is if she's saying she's taking the U-Haul back tomorrow, did she take the keys?
Yeah.
And go into her apartment? Well, that's why I want to know whether or not, because if the whole thing was in her name and whatever, then, and if that's what she said she was going to do, I wouldn't really have a leg to stand on. But if the contract's in your name, I can get the keys back from her, but at that point, you're going to have to call somebody, a friend, whoever, that could come down here and pick you up and take the truck, and then whatever you do after that, whether you keep it for a few more days or whether you go return it and unload your stuff, that'll be up to you to figure out. I can't really get involved in that part of it. I'm just trying to figure out what I can and can't do here, you know.
Right, but she's like, I don't know what time she's going there tomorrow, but I call you all up. And like, as soon as she gets there, if there's stuff in the back, they're going to throw it all away.
Right.
And I'm like,
where do you need to go to unload that stuff? Where does that stuff need to go?
It's about 2 miles down the road is my house.
Right. Okay.
She was heading there, and all of a sudden decided, oh, fuck me, and then came up to here.
Do you have any friends or family or anybody that could come down here and drive you to the house? No, nothing?
$500 worth of shit.
Right. Yeah. No. We don't need to do that.
Just because she's being stubborn.
Right. Which room is she in?
Number 2 there. Second one.
Okay.
Right.
And she has the keys, right?
Yeah.
Did you ask for them back or no?
No.
Okay. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Very good.
Can I talk to you about the situation that's going on here? I mean, well, let's put it this way. There's not a lot to talk about. You kind of explained it to me. So here's where we're at right now, okay? If you are not willing or wanting to drive him back to the house so he can unload the stuff or whatever and you're done, then that's fine, but I need to get the keys from you because all the paperwork and everything is in his name.
No, it's not. It's all rented by me. He doesn't have a license to drive.
Well, you don't have to have a license to rent anything. He's telling me that the license is under
my name.
Well, he's saying the paperwork's under his name. So who has the paperwork to prove to me in one way or another?
I don't have any paperwork, but I just got off the phone with them and I let them know I'll be dropping it off. And I'm not going to. He's told me he's not going to pay me for the last couple of days that I've worked.
Okay.
I don't feel that he can't take the truck. I can't allow that. I'll bring it up to the U-Haul right now and leave it there. That's not a problem for me.
Well,
but I am not doing any more for this man. He's ripped me off.
Okay.
And I don't believe that I should have to give anything.
And you don't. And
Thank you.
As far as that goes, but like I said, I am going to find out who the paperwork's under. And if the paperwork is under his name, you will be required by law to give me the keys, or you'll be charged with theft.
Okay, if I bring it up there right now, I can be okay?
No. Again, it's up to him. If it's in his
Okay,
name.
I can give you the keys.
Okay.
And at this point, she didn't want to argue with me anymore because she knew I was going to get the paperwork and that I would find out that it was actually in his name as the renter and that she was just the licensed driver on it, which is totally fine. And we run into these cases a lot. But at the end of the day, whoever actually rented the vehicle has the ultimate say on where and what happens to that vehicle, because they're the one that's on the hook and liable for that vehicle if anything happens to it prior to its return. You'll hear her excuse here in a minute. She's basically saying she was doing this as a good citizen because he doesn't have a driver's license.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. One second. Code 4. All right. So here's the deal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, whatever he does with the truck after I leaves up to him. If he chooses to drive it down the street, that's up to him. All right. If he gets stopped, that's up to him. You know, he runs the risk of it. Okay.
Okay.
If he chooses not
So
to,
you're
then
not
he's
gonna
gonna.
make sure he doesn't?
No, I don't have time to sit and babysit people.
I
Okay.
understand,
You know, it's bad enough, honestly, that I'm here having to do this. You know.
So if he crashes it, who's responsible?
He is.
Okay.
You know, he is insurance, whoever, you know, stuff like that, all right? There's people that drive daily out here with no driver's licenses,
Right.
all right? I just stopped a guy on a scooter coming down the sidewalk with no driver's
Well,
license.
he's driving through houses. He has a disease, and he's not safe to be driving.
Okay.
He's just been in 4 accidents in the last couple
Okay.
of months.
And I hope that he doesn't drive. So here's what my question is, and this is just me asking this.
Yes,
You're
sir.
not obligated to do anything, all right? But if moving forward he's got to sit here and call somebody that can come pick him up and this and that, he's going to be sitting here. I don't want you guys arguing or anything like that. He's saying he literally lives like 2 miles down the street. Is there any version of this that you'd be willing to drive
Give me
him?
my money, and I'll drop him off.
Okay, so it's about the money. It's not like
I'm
trying to
not-
get a ride back or anything. Because I was offering, if you drove him there, I'd follow you,
Oh, I'm not
and I
getting
would
a ride
give you a
back.
ride
I'm
back.
not driving him. Keep the money. I'm not driving him. There's
Okay.
no way.
All right. No, I just wanted to ask if that was an option.
That's perfect.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too. All right. Here's the keys. So here's where things stand. All right. I'm going to give you the same speech I just gave the guy 10 minutes ago that I stopped on the scooter. All right. You don't have a driver's license. You are not supposed to drive this car. What you choose to do after this is up to you. My suggestion to you is to get on your phone, start calling a couple friends. All right, listen, this is where I'm at down the street. Can you come pick me in the truck up and bring me to the house? All right, and if they can do that, great. Crisis averted, and you move on. All right. If you can't make that happen, then it's going to be up to you to figure out how to resolve this. The one thing I don't want, though, is for you guys getting into an argument. So the longer that you're here on the property in front of her unit, the more chance she decides to poke her head out once I leave and start yelling at you about not paying her, this, that, and the other, and we end up back out here for some sort of disturbance. And I want to avoid that
Right.
at all costs, all right? So we kind of on the same page, you understand what's going on?
Right.
All right. Do you need anything else from me right now?
No.
Okay.
This is good. I'm going to have someone come up.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, just I mean, if you can, sit in the car maybe with the AC on, close the door. That way, if she comes out, just ignore her, keep the doors locked. I don't want you arguing with her or getting into a thing about, because she obviously saying that you owe her money and that's why she's not bringing you home. Blah blah blah. If you paid her, she would bring you home. Whatever. Just so you know, that was her side. I did ask if she was willing to bring you home, that I would follow and give her a ride back home, and she was like, absolutely not. So it's about the money. All right?
All right, well, thank you.
No problem.
All right, so that's where we wrap things up. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here because I know some people are going to go ahead and run their mouth and say, I can't believe you left him there. You know he doesn't have a driver's license. Listen, there's nothing I can do in a situation like that. That vehicle is legally parked on private property. Whether that guy does or does not have a driver's license, I cannot do anything about that. I don't have the time to sit there and babysit him and wait to see if he does or does not drive off. So unfortunately, that's just a reality of life. He is left to make decisions that are the best for him and what he should do. Whether he does it or not is on him.
License on you? Jason, do you have a motorcycle endorsement?
No, not yet. I was getting ready to go get it. I just got this back.
Okay. All right. You know you have to have one to ride this,
Yeah,
right?
I had it before, and
Okay.
then I guess it expired. I'm gonna go get it again. I know somebody that works for Harley.
Okay.
So
All right.
I planned on it.
All right. So do you know why I stopped you?
Turning out of the gas station.
Cutting through the gas station to get over here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the issue.
I know you weren't allowed to make the turn at the light.
And that's why people cut through the gas station, you know what I mean? So we get a lot of complaints and everything. So when it happens kind of right in front of me, you know, that's the deal. So I don't have any intention of writing you a ticket or anything, but, you know, in the future, obviously, if you live around this area.
I don't. I'm going actually down to the Tijuana Flats for like a bike thing.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, if you go up one more block, you can hit Turner Street, come over and around, some stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Just,
didn't know that.
yeah, just don't be cutting too far.
No
Just give me 1 second to run this, and then I'll get you on your way, all right?
All right, so now at this point, I'm headed back to the car to go ahead and run his tags and license. And as I stated to him, I had no intention of writing him any kind of ticket for the infraction that took place. He was very honest, he was open, he was polite, and he understood what he did was wrong. And that's that. That's pretty much all I need for most of these cases, because I feel pretty confident moving forward this gentleman is not going to do that same thing again. Now, unfortunately, when I got back here to the computer and checked on everything is when I found out that his tags were expired and no longer valid. There was actually a seize order on the tags. Typically, when somebody stops paying insurance or there's some sort of other issue with their driver's license, the DMV requires us to confiscate the license plate. So that, unfortunately, is what is going to transpire coming up shortly.
What's a good phone number for you?
727.
Hold on 1 second for me. Go ahead and shut it off for right now. 727
210.
210. License says you're 6'9". Are you 6'9"?
Yeah.
All right, hang out for me for a few minutes. I'm double checking some stuff in the computer. Do you remember getting a ticket back in July that you never paid?
You paid everything off.
Okay.
Do I need someone to come pick this up?
Do you have any paperwork or anything
No,
that
I don't
shows
have
that?
anything right now on me.
Okay. I mean, do you have stuff at the house or?
Probably.
All right. Yeah, because to be honest with you, right now it's telling me to seize the tag and it says your license is suspended.
So do I need someone to come pick this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultimately, do you have somebody that's
Yeah,
able
I
to
can
do
call
that?
Somebody that can come ride it to my house.
Where do you live?
Starkey in East Bay.
Starkey and East Bay. Well, so here's the deal. It's not going to have a tag on it because the DMV is telling me to seize your tag because of how long your license has been expired.
Okay.
It's basically a way to try and prevent you from driving vehicles, you know what I mean, and taking the tag. So basically the issue is going to be, like, here's what I have to tell you. Legally, it's not going to have a tag on it.
Yeah,
I can tell you, hey, push it in the parking lot, whatever. I'm going to go about my day. If you have a friend come along that wants to ride it to your house, I mean, it's kind of on you, you know what I mean? You get stopped again, or he gets stopped, right? Unless you have somebody with a truck. So again,
Can I just move it over there real quick?
as soon as we're done, just, give me 1 minute type of thing. I got to print up some paperwork, and then we'll do that, and I'll get out of your hair.
Make some phone calls, see if I
Yeah,
can-
absolutely, man. Go ahead.
All right, so here we run into a very similar situation as the call we went to earlier. This gentleman's driver's license is suspended, and then, like I said, I have to take the tag. Now, in this particular case, he could have a friend come pick up the scooter and ride it home, but if there's no tag on it, then they run the risk of getting stopped on the way home, and then that person could end up getting a ticket. So we are literally right next door to a gas station, so ultimately I'm going to let him push it into that parking lot and make his arrangements, but we just don't have the time or resources to sit around, hide behind a bush, and wait to see if this guy drives off or his friend comes and drives the scooter for him. I leave these people to make the decisions that they need to make as an adult, knowing what the law is, and then at that point, it's on them if they choose to do something that would ultimately be illegal.
All right, Jason. So here's what I'm doing. All right, like I told you, and I'm keeping my word to it. I don't really have any intention of writing you a ticket for the cutting through the parking lot and everything. I was even going to let you off with not having the endorsement if you had a valid license, but you don't even have a valid license. It's just some stuff I can't, overlook. All right, so it's just going to be the ticket for that. All right. Here's the deal. So you have a court date. All right. It's at the end of September. Get your stuff squared away. If you have the paperwork, you're saying at home that you paid some stuff off. There's some sort of clerical area, and it didn't bring it. Right. Make sure you go down to the DMV, do whatever you need to do, get your license, right, and be able to walk into the courtroom with a valid license and say, hey, there was a misunderstanding, everything's current, whatever, and I'll dismiss the ticket. All right, you get all your stuff squared away, then you're good to go. If it was like legitimately an issue, you know, like a screw up on there,
Yeah.
right? If it's not and you just don't do it, then yeah, you're gonna get, you know, stuck with it. All right. So basically, I need you to sign right here. Again, it's not an admission of guilt. It's just saying I explain you have a court date, and that you realize if you don't attend it, they will furtherly suspend your license. All right. I just gotta pop the tag off real quick. I'll let you push it into the parking lot.
I actually have a hurt leg.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait till my friend comes and picks me up, if that's okay, and we can just push it in there.
Here's the deal: if I take it out, you can ride it into the parking lot. It's 2 feet away. I'm not worried about that. All right. So just give me 1 sec.
You want me to just get off the street real quick, or?
No, it'll take 2 seconds.
Because it was sitting for, you know.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of just trying to put these in and have them fall out again somewhere, I'm gonna give you those. You can put them under the seat. All right, yeah, if you want to fire it up and just pull it over here in the parking lot, wait for your friend, and you know where things stand.
No problem.
As far as that goes, so. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, I'm sorry about this, but,
It's all good. I
you know,
didn't know.
you're good.
All right, everybody, that's where we're going to wrap up today's ride along. Thank you for tuning in. As always, like I said before, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, join the family, be notified for when these new videos come out. Hit the thumbs up button so it can get out to some other people. And as always, guys, until the next video, I want you to take really good care of yourselves and stay safe out there.